and we're gonna quit after 3 days. What happened? What's up, guys? Are we on? Are we live?
Check.
We are live.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So if you haven't read already by the title,
You address it.
okay. So we're gonna be talking about the whole Shane Dawson response about the James drama, plus a little bit of drama. Get on from last year. So, and especially with a real OG Shane Dawson fan, aka my brother.
Well, you also watched him for a little bit, just a little bit. But you're not supposed to because you're still 14.
Okay, so no, don't say my age, Tato. We're not supposed to say ages, Tato. Oh my god.
You're still underage.
Okay, so ignore that. You just be real. So, okay, sorry about that. Wait, bring it back, put it on.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're give like a small detail of what happened?
Okay, so coming from someone who was a fan, can I talk? So, if you don't know who, I'm gonna give you the description of who the people are. If you already know, Shane Dawson is a popular YouTuber best known for his documentaries recently on conspiracy theories, and he recently got into the beauty community, which Jeffree Star and James Charles was. James Charles blew up at the end of 2017, and the big 2018. That's when people most knew him. That's when I kind of knew James and knew who he was. Jeffree also was in this industry for a while. So if you didn't know, everyone the beauty community was always so extra, you know. But they're always having drama, and if you know, Jeffree and James used to be friends, and everybody used to get along until when Tati Westbrook uploaded a video saying "Bye, sister." In the video, she discusses about James Charles and how he used his fame to get straight boys, right? Pretty sure. Or
harass straight guys.
Yeah, harass straight.
Because James Charles is gay.
Yeah, and if you don't know his videos, or if you're not a fan of him before, he always mentioned that he's single because he's looking for a straight guy, you know? He's into straight guys, which, it's really hard.
He said that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. It's kind of weird.
Well, that, yeah, it was before, you know? He was I'm not sure, you can check that just in case. I'm not
He will say it jokingly.
Yeah, he was saying that, so I'm not cutting against, right? So he used to say this, right? And Tati made a whole video about exposing his lies and everything. And at first, everybody immediately canceled James, and James was he didn't know what to do. And then Jeffree got involved, which I was you don't. Why are you getting involved? This is not your drama. This is between them, you know. But he got involved because he was why not? So he got involved, and he started talking, and he made a whole video about it too. And then finally, James talked about it, and he put all those rumors to rest, and he literally made the huge comeback, yeah. And everybody was oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. She went. And so I'm not explaining it very well, but it's really hard to explain. There's different videos, but James basically had 15 million How 15?
I don't know much about.
I don't know how many. I think he had like.
Okay, you're going way too much.
Yeah, I'm going way too much into it. But like everything happened last year. Everybody canceled James, and then people started like to befriend him a lot. But if you didn't see, Shane also got involved when he wasn't supposed to. Like, he had no reason kind of to. Like, it's like, you know? Like, there was no place for him to get involved.
Tell you what, let me go back.
Yeah, I think you should take the mic. I'm really bad at explaining. Okay, let's start over. So, here you go. I'm really dumb. I only like to explain things that, like, about
Ariana Grande. Put it this way so I can speak. Okay, so, where were you at again? Sorry, because I'm also playing.
I'm at where?
Okay, so
about the whole like the loss.
So Tati made the video. James did lost a lot of subscribers.
Like millions.
And then James, you know, and then it turns out now that we found out that Jeffree was behind all of it. Supposedly. And that he was being a bad friend because he was talking all this crap about James Charles while still being friends with James Charles, you know, and that's kind of like messed up from his part.
Yeah.
So and then during this time, that's when Shane was barely becoming friends with, you know, with Jeffree because he did that documentary about him.
And no, it was also like last year was when he was launching Palace.
And they were working on the palette, yeah, together. So, oh yeah, the documentary was before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so then we found out that Shane Dawson was not actually the nicest guy, and you know, like we heard about those friends from Jeffree that were kind of exposing him by saying that he was the one orchestrating all this drama and stuff, and then Shane Dawson was also involved, and we took that with a grain of salt because we didn't really believe that, especially me, because I used to be a Shane Dawson fan, you know, so it was really hard for. Yeah, I started watching him when he was like super, like one of the first YouTubers, I guess.
Like 2007. No.
Was
Yeah.
it?
2006 was like when I think pretty sure when like YouTubers became like a big thing. Like not big thing, but like many YouTubers. The beginning of YouTubers.
Okay, actually take the mic because I'm like.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I got distracted.
So sorry, I'm doing something too. But like he was saying, so he was a big fan of Jeffree. I mean.
Jeffree?
Oh, James. I mean. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I swear, I'm like chill. He's been a big fan for Shane for like almost a decade, I'm pretty sure, because he's been
More than a decade.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than a decade. Sorry. So he's seeing his ups and downs of how Shane is, and if you haven't seen what's going on recently, he's been exposed like big time, and then he wrote this huge like thing to address the problem and being like, oh, like trying to clean his name out, right? He made it worse because basically, if you summarize the whole.
No, we're gonna go over the things that we don't like.
Want me to read it? I'm really bad at reading this. I'll read it. I'll try to make you guys understand. Welcome to the circus. This is from what he like posted, like what, June 20th?
See, when they were talking bad about him and saying that he was part of the
You didn't believe it.
orchestrating. I couldn't believe it, but then I saw what he wrote and what he was saying about the whole incident, and now I kind of believe it more because I saw what. I didn't like the way he addressed the situation. Read the part about the James Charles.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, I need to read the whole thing.
Okay, read the part.
Welcome to Circus. My final thoughts on the beauty world. A few questions I have been getting lately. Did I know that she was thinking about making a video? Yes. Did I tell her to make the video? No. Hold up. Did I have any involvement in the video? No. Sorry, I'm getting this from a video, so it's gonna be really slow. Did I orchestrate it? No.
Go.
Did I need it's taking a long time. Did I need that kind of drama to make a good series? No. Okay, let's stop right there. We're barely in 5 bullet points. For him to say, do I need any drama to make a good series, and saying no.
He made 5 series about dramatic people.
Yeah.
Was it 5?
I'm not. It was
Jake Paul,
Jake.
Tana.
That's the name. Jake Paul, Tana, Trisha. Right? No, like she made. No, never mind.
Well, they did videos together.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a documentary, but they did a video together.
Yeah.
Jeffree and
Jeffree.
Who was the other one? Is that it?
That's it.
Oh really? Well, 4 people. So,
Yeah.
and they're all
Really
about
controversial
drama.
and really.
Yeah. So, and his whole thing is about drama, even if it's like conspiracies or scary things. It's drama. It's like scary stuff, dramatic stuff. So, for him to say that he doesn't need it to be for his series, he doesn't need drama. That's a lie. So
because
okay.
That's what. Okay. 6. Have I ever tried to ruin a career or make someone look bad in 15 years on YouTube? No. Do I have a track record of getting into drama where people are having fights with other YouTubers? No.
Yes.
But in real life, yeah.
He had issues with Bobby Burns and.
Yeah, the hater.
And then people, he may not actually have like a beef with people, but people have beef with him because of all the bad stuff that he does, because
Or the bad past.
yeah, because he's made like some pedophile jokes that I'm like, bro, no.
Yeah.
And and then he also wore blackface, which I mean, I'm not much into like the cancel culture thingy and all those, sometimes it can be kind of toxic,
Annoying,
but like, and especially when it's like super old, like I get it was old, and the humor back then wasn't as it was more acceptable, more messed up, more messed up and acceptable to say such bad things and stuff. Because people will not speak up about it as much as they do now, because of the internet and all that stuff. But so from that part, like when people try to bring dirt about famous people and YouTubers and stuff that they did long time ago, I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it, but chill out, like like we all did it. Like I know people from my school that used to say, especially Hispanic people, used to say the N-word and a lot of other stuff. And even like they were friends with the Hispanic people were like friends with a lot of black people in my school, and and a lot of black people were okay with that. Like that's the way they will communicate because they were friends. So it's a different time period. Like what it's acceptable, what was acceptable back then is not longer acceptable now, and I get it, and I think it's for the best too, because sometimes jokes are disguised as, insults are disguised as jokes, but yeah, he did do a lot of drama. He was doing a lot of blackface and a lot of insults and even using the N-word publicly. Like if you're not do it within your friends and whatever, like your black friends, and they're okay with it, and it's up to them, and if they don't get offended, who am I to judge? but if you're not doing it in public, and you know that people will get offended, and then people are not okay with it. Maybe don't do it. Because like these videos are watched by a lot of people, and there's a lot of black people that don't find that word. They don't appreciate that word, and I think it's just common courtesy to be kind to other people. But yeah, like he did get a lot of issues with other YouTubers. Mostly it's been them towards him, and he's been ignoring them. And then even during his apology videos, he will like kind of like be mad that people were mad, which I think is kind of like the wrong way to go about apologizing. You see that, how he killed me?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's the wrong way to apologize. Like getting mad because people are upset about it. Like maybe talk to them to understand their side. Like if you don't mean it that way, explain yourself, but don't just like go and be like, you guys are so easily offended and stuff. Like, bro, no. That's not the way to go, and then that's the way he will apologize about the pedophile jokes, about the rapist jokes, about the cat scandal that was really creepy.
Yeah.
And then also the blackface scandal. And then as a fan, I kind of overlooked that because I really enjoy his videos, and I really, especially the scary ones. I really like I thought he was like, and I can see he's a good creator, like he knows how, like what his content is about, and he knows how to work it, and he knows how to make suspenseful scenarios and stuff, and suspenseful videos. But so yeah, but it just comes to a point where you have to just stop apologizing, that kind of behavior just because you like the artist. And oh shoot, I got him. That's crazy. Yeah, because it's not good. It's just not good to be like that, like
But yeah.
also, but yeah. So for the longest time I will like just apologize that kind of behavior because I was a fan and stuff, but then this last time the way he decided to apologize about the issue, especially after he released the new so this has been going on for a while, right? Like a couple of weeks and a few weeks, I think, like 2 weeks, Carla, maybe.
Yeah.
And got you, bitch. It's been going on for a while, and he never did anything. He ignored it. He like, he didn't care much. So he just waited until he restocked his palette and then sold out to finally address all of that. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, you get me, Carla? Like,
Yeah.
Like, why would you wait so long to apologize? So now that you finally got all this money from your product and stuff, now you finally have time to apologize, to address all these issues. Nah.
True.
It's kind of messed up,
Okay.
So say something.
I haven't finished reading. We literally just got to point 7. So I'm gonna keep on reading the note because this is like 3 pages long, and we barely got to half. Like, we're still on point 8 of the letter.
Okay, go.
Am I innocent and I don't? And this is by his thingy. Just so you know. Am I innocent and don't have huge anxiety-provoking regrets about how I could have helped everyone handle everything better? No, I've had a pit in my stomach since it all happened. Now on to my final thoughts on the beauty world and my experience in it. The conspiracy palette was one of the best experiences of my life. The series with Jeffree changed my life and changed me as a person. It helped me be more confident and stand up for myself, which I've always been bad at. So to honor the series and what I learned from it, I'm gonna say this. The beauty gurus are always involved in scandals. Are all the same? Wait, what? You just skip from the page.
You just can't read, Carla.
No, I'm looking at a video. They are all attention-seeking, game-playing, egocentric, narcissistic, vengeful, two-faced, ticking time bombs ready to explode. And I'm over it. Okay. Hold up, I'm not done.
A lot of extraness.
Yes, they are talented, creative, smart, and love makeup, but they also join a side of the internet that is obsessed with looks, money, power, fame, screenshots, and sub-tweets. Releasing private texts, voice memos, emails, and other receipts as a way to paint yourself in a particular light or someone else in a bad light is weird to me, and I would never engage in that.
That is literally all his conspiracy videos. That's what he does, like use stuff like footage of or testimony from other people to make like the Chuck E. Cheese thing, like to give that side of the story. Oh, the pizza and Chuck E. Cheese is you know, recycle or whatever. Is they move?
Yeah, you're getting too close.
So when he says that, I'm like, and it's not the beauty community only. It's also, you know, it's pretty much every YouTube channel. You know, they need to get the attention. They need to get the views. And that's because that's what they live on. You know, and he does that a lot. So I don't know why he's acting like he's innocent from it. He does that a lot, and that's kind of like his brand too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, let me keep on reading. That is the game that they know how to play well. I would rather eat my own hands off than play it. Yes, Jeffree is in the list of dramatic gurus, and he would admit that. And he will always be family to me, and I love him despite those characteristics. He's very aware of the fact that I don't agree with many of the ways he approaches situations, and I have been very honest with him about needing to make some changes. But as far as being in the beauty world, I can't take the drama anymore, and it's not how I am wired, so I'm out. It's draining, exhausting, depressing, and sometimes amazing, but for me the amazing is outweighed by the bad. I can't have a pit in my stomach every day waiting for the next scandal or the next exposed video. It's going to give me health issues, and I'm done caring about it anymore. I've never been involved with drama with another YouTuber ever, and the second I decide to become in a beauty series, boom, I'm in a hurricane. So did I plan drama get on? Are you serious? No. Do people in the YouTube world come to me like a grandpa and tell me their problems and ask me for advice? Yes. It is easy for me to get wrapped up in something. Why?
Take it over there, take it over there, take it over there.
Where?
No, that's my clothes bag.
Take the clothes off.
Bring another bag, there's a bunch of bags over there. I'll push it in the trash, put it in the trash. In the trash bag. We have technical
I like how you said bring the trash bag.
There's a trash bag.
You exploded yourself. You really said bring the trash bag. Okay, where was I?
Shut up, come on.
Okay. Yes, is it easy? I'm trying to play. Is it easy for me to get wrapped up in something potentially toxic if I think someone I love is hurting or upset? Yes, it's an issue I need to work on, and I have been working on. When she told me how upset she was in person, I had the same reaction the world did when they saw her video. I felt awful for her, and she seemed broken. So I tried to be there for her and be someone she could talk to about. So was I shocked that she decided to make a video? No. Was I shocked that Tati read? Okay, yes, I wasn't acting. I didn't know it was gonna be that intense. Looking back, I still believe her on a lot of what she said, and I believe she felt it was what she needed to do at the same time. Does she regret it? Probably. Does it mean we should see James as some poor innocent sweet angel? No, don't get it twisted. Him and Jeffree have always been at the top of the dramatic guru list. I mean that with love. Okay, next page. Okay, did I warn James about the video? No. Why? For reasons that I will never discuss. We've spoken privately on it.
You knew.
And that's sad. Do I think James is
hold on, before you
No.
go back to it, hold on. Why does he not want to discuss that? Like, he's out here like trying to explain himself, and why is he keeping certain things to himself? Why? Like,
I know.
if you're already like spilling all the tea and saying all this stuff.
Imagine we get to the next drama. Never mind.
Why are you keeping secrets? Like, it's just, what are we gonna do about it? Like, if you're honest about it, like,
We're in a relationship. Like, yes, we're in a relationship.
Can you let me talk? Man, that sounded like Grayson. Okay.
Who?
Me.
For real?
Grayson and Ethan, when they're like fighting.
Okay, keep on talking.
Anyways, yes. What was I saying? Yeah, like, it just seems kind of shady from his part to be saying like, why I'm gonna keep it to myself. Why is that information so private that you need to keep it to yourself? Like, why would you not warn James about it? It just seems like, like when you're doing shady stuff, it just looks bad on you. That's what I'm trying to do. So in that part, I'm like, well, James Charles was also your friend, so why were you not telling him this, or why were you not like trying to communicate, like, or learn from his side, like, it just seems like you were kind of like rooting for him to fall, and that's why like the next part is the one that bugs me the most. Go for it.
Let me drink some more.
You killed the dramatic thing that I was going for.
Ow. Ew. Sorry. I'm a mess. Do I think he was young, egocentric, power-hungry guru who needed to be served a slice of humble pie the size of the Empire State Building? Yes. Has he grown as a person since then? It really seems like it, and that's amazing. Okay, I'm truly happy.
Stop.
Let me just show you the mood swings of how he was writing it. He was like, do I think he needs to be humbled? Yes. But it really seems like he's changed. I'm like,
yeah, like, what was that about? Anyways. Like, does he really think that all these false allegations about him harassing men, about James Charles harassing men, losing all his, losing a bunch of subscribers, losing a lot of brands, losing a lot of support, and almost, to the point where he was feeling very sad and suicidal, and and having all these negatives, and like bringing him down so low that
you think he needed to be humble?
That was enough to be, it's like part of it, it was like for him to be humble. That no, that's kind of like that's the
whole kind of messed up.
Yeah, like that's harassment. That's really bad kind of harassment. And if he was okay with it, then it's really messed up from his part. To be saying that, like, oh, he needed to is a big slice of humble pie.
When he
like
5 friends who need to be humble, like,
yeah, like when he's friends with Tana, Jake Paul, who was just using the protest to get some fame again, like he always does. Tana, who Tana for sure. Trisha, who this bitch.
Don't say that, she's gonna come for us.
I don't care.
Blah 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 blah.
La pa pa pa.
That was your phone number. I was getting scared. I was like, your phone number is me. That's not even your phone number.
What if it gets like it's 214.
Trisha comes for us. Be like
you say what, bitch? Anyways, what's that? Yeah, Trisha. Like, I don't know what she's about. You know, she's just crazy. And as much as she's just crazy. Yeah. And then Jeffree. Jeffree has been proven to be
egoistic,
egocentric.
Oh.
Yeah. Racist too, with and very and he also had that scandal with his friend being a rapist and trying to call him out, but the moment they become friends again, he's like, oh no, he wasn't, and push out that girl who could trust him to help her, and just because he became friends with him again, in good terms with him, he ignored her. Like, that's kind of messed up.
Sorry.
And it's just like he's always seemed to be saying that he has receipts for all these things, but he never proves them. He never puts them out there. Compared to James, when he exposed Jeffree for being such a liar. So yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's kind of ironic that Shane will say something like that, and about James. You can tell that he's kind of mad at him, like he doesn't like him by the way he refers to James compared to the way that he refers to Jeffree. And I get that, because I get that they're friends right now, like Jeffree and him are friends, and they did all this business together, and of course
But if
they're close and stuff, but so was James, so James was a friend of his, and then for him to do that to him too is kind of sad, And James was what?
Selena Gomez situation. Like,
It was a
like,
Gomez.
like in Justin Bieber apology where he kept on referring to Selena Gomez. Like, everything was like, okay, let's talk about that. Okay.
They'll kill us. We're being cancelled before we became famous.
Hold up. I'm truly happy if he's realizing how he's how I can't even read now, how his ego was affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. Do I think Tati is a villain? No. Do I think Tati was sick of being treated by so many in the beauty world and finally snapped? And damn, she did snap all the way off. She really said okay and beat her face for the gods and popped on that ring light and went full Game of Thrones. Say what you want about her or the videos, but that will be in the history books. YouTube Rewind even gave it an acknowledgement. Damn. Okay, sorry. Back to my rant. Do I think Jeffree orchestrated this whole situation? No. Tati is a strong woman who made a choice. Do I think Jeffree was also obsessed by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? Yes. Was James excited to see a competition fall? Probably. He's Jeffree's star. What do you expect? I guess I missed the part where he got baptized and devoted his life to Christ. Did Jeffree take it too far and messed up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes, and it's one of the biggest regrets.
I just want to add that you don't have to be devoted to Christ and be actually have any kind of religion to be a good human being, a decent human being. So for him to even say that, doesn't mean like he's a saint or like he's a, he never acted like he was gonna be like someone to look up to. Well, he did, kind of, right?
Who?
Jeffree.
To them, a little bit.
Well, to his fans.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The point is that I just wanted to add that.
Okay.
What, like,
No reason.
the
Okay.
I just didn't like the way like he said like, oh well, you have to
Yes,
like,
and
he
it's
never
yeah.
bothered himself to cry like, oh.
Same, I hated that. I was like, don't bring up.
Really?
Okay, yeah, and it's one of the biggest regrets of my life. This all happened over a year ago, and I'm really sick of hearing about it and having people constantly using it as a way to keep my name and other names tagged together in drama videos. Don't get it twisted. Drama will never end with a lot of these people. It's their game. It's survival. It's their survival. Their drug. They love it. This specific drama went too far, obviously, and hopefully something like that never happens again. Putting drama in the trailers was something I regret more than anything in the world, and I'm mad that I chose T over my morals. I'm really sorry to Tati and James if me putting their drama in the series at all felt like I was reopening up wounds. Although I did speak to both of them privately about the trailer, I should have not even done it at all. Drama might be fun to watch, but it's not fun to get wrapped up in it. And it's my fault for letting that happen, and I'm sick of being trapped in the middle of it. Do I think this will be the last drama involved these people? Haha, no! No, I don't. Do I want to be involved in drama again? No. Remember, to not expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code. And we shouldn't have some they must be perfect or they're cancelled mentality. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra.
What?
What? Mentality. Let me sound it. And if you keep canceling them and wanting them to go away, then who will you talk about? You don't go to a circus to watch the hay on the ground. You go to watch the over-the-top performers who just want to be liked and want to do whatever they can to get your attention. If you don't want to feed into it, then don't. But before all the drama-free gurus pop off at me and say, well, I'm not involved in drama and I'm perfect. Girl, please. Your top viewed videos and probably top makeup fails and the anti-hauls with vomity emojis all over them. And that's okay. I love those videos. But let's not pretend that the beauty world is negatively first. What? Makeup second. Oh, it's just how it is, and I'm sick of people pretending to be so above it all. And with that, I said I love watching beauty channels of all sizes, and I will continue to watch and support them. The dramatic ones, the non-dramatic ones, and the ones who genuinely just love to show their makeup skills. Sadly, those channels get way less views for the reasons I have stated above. So enjoy the gurus, enjoy the circus, unsubscribe from me if you are mad that I'm no longer engaged in it. Unsubscribe to gurus who you don't like. Subscribe to the gurus who you do like. Just don't take the beauty guru as seriously as I did, or as so many of us did in 2019. It's not worth it, and I feel like we all lost a bit of our soul during Drama Get On. Oh my god, still, as for my channels, I'm done with the beauty world. I love what I was able to create with Jeffree, and I'm sure people are going to assume I only did this for money, but that's not true. I just am choosing to no longer be a part of the world. I still watch beauty videos, buy and play with makeup, and be a part of it in my life offline, but as being a part of that world on YouTube, I don't think it's for me. I need to get back to why I started YouTube back in 2005, and that was to make things that bring me joy, not drama, and to make movies one day. Makeup will for now just be a fun hobby. I have to help with my anxiety. I like slime or emotional eating, and that's all sounds really good to me right now. Okay, you can talk about it because I need to go to the restroom.
You're not gonna say that?
Oopsies. I'm gonna put on my shoes.
You're so
Because of the tiny ones. Okay. So I'm sorry if you can understand reading. I'm really bad at reading. It's really late at night, and I'm like my voice becoming really raspy, and my eyes are becoming really.
Don't take forever because I need you too.
You need my tea?
Oh, I need your side too.
Okay. Well, I'm really bad at things. And sometimes you don't make sense. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk a little bit while I'm tying my shoes. I think that was not the way he should have gone. For sure. Because I feel like you should have made a video about it. To like properly discuss it, you know? Because if you just write it down, like it's like, you know?
Okay.
You're not getting much of it. Like, it's, like, that is a pretty long, like, thing to write. But I feel like if he would have made a video about it, he could have gotten more details about it. And more points across, you know?
Okay. Well, go to your whatever you were.
I'm trying to...
Okay, so... Yeah, so my main issue was that gave me like a bad feeling was when he started the way that he was referring to James throughout the whole
he was a monster.
apology thing that he wrote. Like it seems like he was hating. Yes, like you. My sister, when she apologized to me one time, she's like, "I'm sorry." Let me say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was it? I'm sorry. I made you mad. I didn't think you were gonna react that way. But then you started screaming at me and doing this and like, and then make it seem like it's my fault that she was that I was upset, and that. Can you go? Bye. Hurry up. 5 minutes. So yeah, I didn't like the way that he was referring to James in the video. He seemed like he was having hard feelings about him, and he was shading him a lot and talking bad about him, and it just seems like if you didn't have anything to do with that, why you seem to have so much hatred towards him, you know? Like you seem to be okay with him suffering instead of trying to like come up with a solution, you know, and help out. And I don't know, like, and then when he said that that he didn't want any of the drama, he didn't want to, and then he regrets starting the drama. Like, no, you don't. You know that he knows exactly that drama drives views. You know, he knows that people will click on the video because he says like, you know, like we broke up or we did this or we or and yeah, like sad stuff like, oh, we got arrested or something, and those get views, and that's what people like. They like drama. They like to watch people deal with drama, and that's all his videos. That's what all his videos have been about, like drama stuff. You know, like most of his popular videos have been about like the scary world of the beauty community, or like, you know, the Jeffree Star Life, and then Jake Paul and all his crazy stupid crap that he does, and he knows that sells, that gets views. He made so many episodes about that Jake Paul guy that he's not even in all the videos, because he knows that people are gonna watch. They're gonna watch them all. They're gonna click. He's gonna get the AdSense. He's gonna get all the money. He knows that. He knows that he's gonna get rich because of that. So him saying like, oh, I don't want to deal with drama thing. What videos are you gonna do now? If you're not, like, if you continue your career on YouTube, or you continue making stuff, are you gonna completely like not do anything that has to do with drama? Like, are you? I don't believe it, because that's what his whole thing has been about. When the videos that about like those challenges became popular, that's what he went and that's what he started doing, and he hated it. He started doing all this, buy dollar, trying dollar uh, dollar candy challenge or something like that, or the cinnamon challenge or whatever. He he did all those challenges because they were being popular at that moment. People were watching those. So him saying that he doesn't rely on drama to make a good video or to make content, that's a complete lie. So yeah, that was one of my biggest issues with the things he commented. I also didn't like the way that he defended Jeffrey, and I understand, he's your friend and stuff, but at this point, it's not okay to be defending the bad behaviors of your friends. There's just a point that you have to be like, no, that's he's not he's not thinking well. Let me, I have to. He's my friend. I have to intervene. Like if you really care about that person, you have to let them know like you're messing up. And it just seems like, especially during the period, like when he was going all about his racist past and all this, all this drama that he caused on something, like he was trying to make him look like a victim, and he did that with Jake Paul too and Tana. He's trying to make them look like victims of of their lives or whatever, and then he doesn't confront them about the mistakes that he does. He's just like takes whatever sad excuse they make and be like, oh, okay, that's good enough. No, that's not what a good journalistic person does. Especially if you're making documentaries. You don't go and tell them like, wait, what did you say that? Like, oh, because I was young and something. Oh yeah, sure, whatever. I don't think you're racist. No, that's not how you have to be more firm about it, especially if that's what you're trying to do, like make documentaries and stuff. So with him, like with his friends, like it seems like he's always trying to make them seem like victims, to make them seem like they're good people. They're just misunderstood, and I don't buy none of that, because you can feel like you can tell that they're not good people. I'm not saying they're bad people, but they're also not entirely good. You can tell that they do things that are not healthy and they're not okay and shouldn't be acceptable. And like Trisha, like that woman needs to be stopped. And like it just comes to a point where if you keep hanging out with people like that, you start adopting those kind of behaviors. And so yeah, like lately I've been noticing that he has become more egocentric, more selfish, more like he tries to say, oh, I'm standing up for myself. Like, no, you don't have to do all that to stand up for yourself. Like it just seems like just wants people to buy his merch, buy his stuff, watch his videos, watch this, do that, and then when he's confronted about like something that his fans are not okay with, he's like, oh well, you guys, I'm too sensitive for this. Like you shouldn't treat me like that. Well, most of the people that are upset with it are your fans. They're your fans too, like me. Like I watch him since I was like 12. What? Who joined? Is there someone in my... I don't know this person. Can I help you? Someone joined my my island. I don't know who this is. I'm doing a video right now, so I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah, I don't. Where was I? Anyways, yeah, I didn't like the I've been watching him since he was like, since I was like 12, I think. Was I 12? Hey, what's up? Uh, I'm doing something right now, so sorry. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm sorry about that. Like I'm trying to be on my own, so. So yeah, I've been watching it since I was young, and I always try to like. There has been jokes that he has said before that I'm not okay with, and I don't find them funny, but I'm never to the point where I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna stop watching him. Um, and that's mainly because like back then, well, still now, but like I've never been the kind of person who's like, oh, he says something that like I'm not too picky about the jokes, or if I don't like something, I don't watch it. Like if someone has like a comedian that relies on telling jokes about dead babies, it's not my kind of humor. But I'm not gonna go and say like, oh, they need to cancel that person. They need to, like, or attack that person. Like if they say a joke that I don't like, I'm just gonna not acknowledge it or like it. But then you start realizing like a bad pattern especially with Shane, that he says a lot of stuff that it's kind of disturbing, and I don't know if he's saying it for views, or he's saying it just to be controversial or anything. But like that kind of, if he's doing it to be controversial, like, yeah, it's working, but it's also bad, because it's cheap. It's just cheap to be like that. And someone joined my island. I'm like, why? What are you doing? Me too. I'm almost done. And yeah, like I am also kind of guilty to a point where I'm like, I ignored so many things that he did before, or that I didn't care enough. Plus, also I stopped watching him for a while because I wasn't too into YouTube. I would watch YouTube when I was in high school. Then when I was in college, I kind of stopped caring too much about YouTube, and because I started hanging out with more people and going out and stuff. So I really didn't care to keep up with all that stuff. But yeah, like when I was watching him, like some of the jokes, and I kind of like made a blind side, what's it called, blind eye to it. Like I ignore it. Like when the blackface thing happened, and then the blackface videos and the black cat scandal, I kind of like, not that I didn't care, but I just like didn't put too much effort to.
I didn't think much of it.
I didn't think much of it. Like yeah, I didn't. I ignore it. I didn't care enough, or I didn't. Which I should have cared enough, but I didn't bother to
say he was wrong, or like
to call him out for it, because it's not a kind of behavior that should be accepted. And if like I don't get easily offended with things. Like if you like one kind of, like I say, if you like one type of humor, that's on you, that's good. But like if you like that kind of humor, just keep it to yourself or to your friends that are okay with it. Like don't be publicly saying all that stuff, because some of that stuff is kind of like harmful and offensive. So so I mean, yeah, be prepared to be to offend a couple people and to be called out by it, because like rape jokes or something like that, like, which I think overall, like, rape jokes should not be accepted. Yeah, like I don't think they're jokes. They're just disturbing because if you find rape funny and entertaining, it's just something's wrong with you. It really is. Like it's not a laughing matter. I don't think it is, but you know. But yeah, like but with this, I can really overlook something like that. It's kind of sad that he decided to take it as an, oh, you guys are hurting me, you guys are doing this, or like not really apologize for it, but like more get mad at his fan base for calling him out. Like, well, they're the people that make you money. They're the reason why you're where you at right now. Like that's why you're rich. That's why you can, that's why you can afford to have all this, that beautiful house that you have, and all the other things that you have, and your merch and stuff. Like that's because of the people that supported you and stuff. And if they're mad about something that you're doing, then instead of taking the approach of getting mad at them and make yourself feel like a victim, and annoyed.
Yeah.
You should like confront it. You should be, you should be willing to learn from it, because because at the end of the day, they call you out because they care about you. That's what I said. Like they call out people that they support because they don't. It's also kind of crazy to be like that, like to idolize someone to the point where you're like, like you expect them to be perfect or something, and I get it, but I mean, you don't have to be perfect. You have to just be a good human being,
Or willing to.
Yeah, like a good human being, and that kind of behavior is not good. It's not kind. It's just messed up.
Or willing to be like, I know I messed up, or like confronting it instead of running away from it.
That's what I said.
I wasn't paying attention for like a little bit. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it just seems very bad from his part to be like that. Like
toxic.
Yeah, and then yeah, especially with people that support him, like they care about you enough for you, and then for you to be making them feel like the bad guys, because I'm a bad guy.
And you have all the like reasons to be annoyed about something you do. Like whenever you say like I'm poor, but you live at like a $2 million house, and it's like,
yeah, like how can you keep saying that you're poor and you can afford it, and you don't buy any shirts? Like, bro, you're a millionaire. Get some. Use that money. Like, don't act like you're poor when you have a $1 million house and a lot of net worth, $1 million net worth, and you have a lot of merch under your name. Like, it just seems very cynical from your part. And yeah, like so yeah, like it just seems like very privileged in a way, like that kind of behavior, like, oh yeah, like I don't need to apologize for it, like, cause I'm Shane Dawson, I have all these other fans that still support me and stuff. Like, no.
yeah.
That's not the way to go. I'm getting sleepy, so at this point I'm just rumbling.
You told me like trying so hard to
like probably I say something really stupid. I'm gonna watch the video later and be like, damn, I shouldn't say that.
Really 12? 19?
No, I'm lying. It's too. Once.
That's like over there in California.
Anyway, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, at this point, as an ex Shane Dawson fan who's kind of disappointed with his behavior, I won't be watching his videos anymore until I see any kind of change, like positive change, because
it was like going to like
and I know it's not a big deal because I'm just one person, and he still has like 23 million subscribers and a lot of people, and he's still gonna get views and stuff. But for my part, I can't really be watching someone supporting someone that I know has done something horrible, and they're not willing to change and apologize, or they're not willing to learn from it. Yeah, they just keep being egocentric. I don't like supporting bad people. That's what I'm saying. And if you support him, that's fine. Like if you keep if you're okay with it, it's up to you. Like we can force you to change or something. But from my point of view, yeah, it's only our opinion. From our point of view, like we can't overlook something like that. And like I know cancel culture can be kind of like toxic and stuff, but in a way, it's most of the people who are being canceled or something are people who have done something bad. So it's only bad when people like try to make false allegations and stuff. Like kind of like this whole week, they've been doing a lot of false allegations towards men about being rapists and stuff, which is kind of messed up because women have a lot of trouble being believed by people that they were raped or they were sexually harassed or something like that. And most of the sexual harassment most of the people who have sexually harassed women are going out, are not being punished for their for what they do, for their actions, because of things that happen, because of this, because of people who make up, who think it's really funny or it's cool to make up allegations to diminish the value of, to diminish the importance of this kind of issue, because they're trying to test a theory like, oh yeah, like I can just make up one allegation and people will believe it, and they will side with me no matter what, and innocent to proven guilty or something, whatever. Like, don't, like, it's not time to be doing all those crazy tests and stuff, like, like you're experimenting on things like that, like, because at the end of the day you're just damaging the cause, like you're just hurting all the rape victims, including men, because people don't take them seriously as they should. So I get that, from that side, cancel culture can be really harmful and stuff, but I think on this case, with Jeffree and Shane, like they're both being very toxic, they're both being very stubborn and selfish, and they did so much damage to James Charles, and I think that should be like that shouldn't like be okay, that's not something that should be like ignoring, and I just think it's really funny from his part that he's saying like, I'm too sensitive for this. I'm like, well, you didn't care when James Charles was going through all that stuff, and it's not like like a revenge thing or an eye for an eye, but I just think it's really from his part it seems hypocritical to be asking for mercy or to be asking for begging for not to be mean to him when he didn't care when they were doing that to James Charles, or he didn't stand up for him. So yeah. Anything you wanna add?
No.
It's Ariana's birthday.
No, I think you covered the whole topic pretty well.
So yeah, like at least for my part, I'm gonna refrain from watching him, which kind of sucks because I do like his recent content and stuff. I like his scary videos and his conspiracy videos, and
He ran out with the new series.
and I think he's very talented, and I don't think he's a completely terrible person. I've seen him, and I know that he cares, but sometimes even the nicest people can become monsters. They can become bad people. They can do bad things, and the and then we're at we're in a we're at a period of time where bad behavior should not be accepted. You know, like
Or we're setting up for war.
we're standing up for people that need to be to be supported and stuff. And we're I think like at the end of the day we're changing the world for the better. You know, like we're trying to make the world more accepting, more caring. You know, and this kind of things should not be shouldn't be like accepted, yeah, or excused, especially because all three of them are part of the LGBT community. You know, like it's kind of sad that one
Bring down the
one bisexual guy and one gay, Jeffree's guy, right? One gay guy are trying to, yeah, they try to destroy and bring down another gay guy instead of supporting each other.
Like, even if he's done something wrong, like you should just call them out and not be like,
and it just seems bad, like and it wasn't about like the sexual orientation, but like I just feel like it's more messed up when when you do it to someone that they need to, that you should be helping out, that you should care about. And yeah, and insert yourself into this drama. Like they both insert themselves into this drama when they were even part of it, and Jeffree stirred up the drama, and now they're acting like they didn't do anything, and they don't want none of that. No.
yeah.
So yeah, like it just seems kind of bad from their part, and from now on, like until I see any good change, I'm gonna have to cut out on the Shane Dawson content for a while, and like I said, I don't think I'm gonna make much of a change, and because he's still gonna have a platform, but but still, like like at least from my part, I can keep watching his content, knowing that he did something this bad. Like I like to support good people, so I'm gonna try to spend more time watching like good YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, because there are so many great YouTubers out there that they don't have that many they don't have a big fandom, but they have great content. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like just make sure that you know who you support.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't overlook bad behavior. You call it out, because it's not okay to be a bad person. It really doesn't take much to be kind and to be nice, and like even though this whole video is about like it's kind of like a rant against it's not against Shane, like it's kind of like a our side about our opinion about the Shane Dawson drama. I don't mean no harm towards him. I don't mean like I don't hate him. I don't want to bring him down. I don't wish him to get to get hate or anything. I just want him to understand that I would like him to understand as a ex-fan that that he needs to humble himself. He needs to go back to because that's not the guy I supported. That's not the guy that I looked up to, because I wanted to also be a YouTuber when I was younger, because I saw that I'm like I saw him grow. I'm like, wow, that's kind of nice, and I like to entertain people too. So yeah, like I looked up to him. So I just want him to go back to that person that he was, because I know he's still there, but if he keeps surrounding himself with all this bad influence, like Trisha and Jake, and well, not Jake much, but and Jeffree, and Tana, it will start at some point. All that will start affecting you, and you will start behaving that way, you know, and you could tell that he changed in a bad way. Um, but yeah, like no shade, no, 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 like no, no, not what, not tea. um, but yeah, like you know, if you're a Shane Dawson fan, you're still okay with it. That's fine. But you know, like I don't want to fight. This is just for my own personal. It's just like a point, like an opinion, you know, that I wanted to give out, and I'll probably make one later on, like more in detail and saying, and you know, with better words. Right now I'm rumbling, but you know, yeah, cause it's kind of late. But I did want to make a video about it, you know, like you know, because you know it's kind of sad that we're currently like going through so much, you know, and we keep behaving this way. We keep being stubborn and not being kind to one another, and being selfish, you know. And that's at the end of the day, that's the thing that I feel that Shane and Jeffree are being, you know, selfish and careless, and yeah, that's it. I mean, so yeah, like but yeah, like I keep saying the same thing. Like, yeah, I should cut the video because.
We don't want to say that. Oh yeah,
But what?
yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. So happy Pride Month. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about a good show that I will watch. It's an LGBT show called
Stream it, Love Victor.
Love Victor. It's a really good show.
The song, God, this feels good.
Yeah, and go check out the girl who plays Mia.
Yeah,
Rachel Hilson. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Anyways, God, this feels good. but yeah, like but yeah, like that's our take. You know, like we don't want to cause any more. Like, I just want to make sure people understand that we don't mean any hate. We don't want any. Yeah, we don't want to throw any hate towards them. It's just more like it's more like a personal. It's more like a. I can't find the word.
okay,
It's just like something that bothers us, and we just want to address it. You know, like a pet peeve.
No.
I don't know how to end this freaking video.
I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
But yeah, so Shane, if you're watching this, grow up. Just kidding. You know, like open up the same.
It's 2 a.m.
And it's Ariana Grande's birthday.
I wish you had birthday.
But yeah, that if any Shane fans, or if Shane is watching this, you know, like, you know, we say this because we care, and you know, we even though I'm not a fan anymore, it doesn't mean like I don't care about what happens to you, or you know, we don't care, like, you know, for you to what, you know, the hate that you get, you know. I feel like it's not entirely hate. I just feel like most people are just like mad or sad, disappointed at you because, you know, because you did something awful, and you, instead of, you know, confronting it and learn from it, you decided to get offended and mad and play the victim card, which many people have been doing that lately. But
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what we're more upset about, you know. And I really wish him the best. I wish, you know, even his fans the best. I just hope that he changed that behavior, because it's not good to be like that. It's not good to be to have so much stubbornness in your soul. And then but yeah, anyways, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. And then just go and support the so support people that they deserve it. All the great YouTubers, all the great actors or artists or whatever. You know, they don't have to be YouTubers. They don't have to be famous people. Yeah, like you make sure you go out and give your time and your money and your and support the people that deserve it. You know, that's what it comes to. Because the more you support great people, the more great people we're gonna have. And if we keep supporting bad people, then we're gonna keep having more Jake Pauls and more Trisha Paytas and Dana Munches. I don't know her. And what's the other one that I don't like? And I don't want to say it because he has a big fandom.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Don't,
but yeah, like I want to end my YouTube career. But yeah, well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch all this crazy stuff that I said, have a good day and take care, stay safe, and like and subscribe. I'll do more different videos later once I I get organized. It's been a tough week, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday, Ariana.
We should have named the other video I Am a Rant.
Rant.